are going to talk about the levy policy. The levy policy. How the levy policy is formulated. How the levy policy is formulated. So this is the 5th session of Unit 6. Last but not the least. Last but not the least. The last but not the least. So we should be able to list some levy entitlements available to employees. Explain some types of levy negotiated and included in the collective bargaining agreement. Compare two conventions of some levy policies from two different collective bargaining. So the annual paid levy. So on completing of 1 year continuous service with the company, an employee shall be entitled to full paid annual. The due date for annual levy shall fall on the anniversary date of his engagement or the date when the employee was last due to commence his levy. Levy may not be accumulated over any 1 year period. However, an employee who wishes to do so may be allowed to accumulate levy up to 2 years. So the threshold is that it's supposed to be 1 year, you're supposed to be given your annual levy. But for whatever reason, if the employee wants to accumulate, the employee has the opportunity to accumulate for only 2 years. He or she cannot go beyond that particular years. All right. Now the presentation 2, vacation leave shall be earned and granted to all employees who have served the company for 12 consecutive months. Basically a year. If you have spent at least a year in an organization, you are given or you are granted a vacation leave. A vacation leave. Levy will be granted at a time mutually convenient to the employee and the company. Statutory holidays which occur during an employee's period of leave shall not be counted as part of levy days. An employee on leave who is prevented by illness or injury from returning to duty on the day on which he or she is due shall submit a medical certificate by a recognition medical practitioner for them to review whether it is true or not. And the sick leave or the non-occupational something. If an employee is absent from work due to sickness or an accident to which the provisions of the Workmen's Compensation Law 1987, the PNDCL Section 189 do not apply, and such sickness or accident is not due to his own fault or negligence, or his absence is authenticated by the company's medical officer, he shall be granted sick leave as follows. So you can basically refer to the page 216 of the course model, and all of these sessions and explanation is there for us to actually familiarize ourselves with it. Where the company medical officer recommends further treatment after the maximum sick leave period has been exhausted, the company may at its discretion extend the leave period with or without pay. Oh, so sorry. I will pray that always they do it with pay, right? Where a medical officer recommends discontinuation of treatment, the sick employee may neglect to take further period of leave without pay, as stipulated below, in order to find some timed treatment on his own. Now the sick leave still on the presentation 2, and these are some of the things. The absence of an employee through work-related illness or injury must be reported to his or her manager within 24 hours. So these are some of the issues that which relate to what sickness. I don't have to read everything. You can read and understand. It's very clear. Just some of the issues relating to the leave with respect to sickness and all that. How you can report and all that. Then the maternity leave, the pregnant people in the organization, the issues regarding their maternity leave. On production of a satisfactory medical certificate signed by a registered medical officer or registered midwife. A pregnant employee with not less than 1 year of continuous service will be granted maternity leave with pay. Now be subject to then the above pregnant employee shall be eligible for maternity leave as follows. So 10 weeks before confinement, 10 weeks after confinement, then the period of maternity leave after confinement shall be extended to 12 weeks. Okay. The rest follow. Then bereavement or causal leave. Employee faced with bereavement shall be granted up to 10 working days leave with pay in a year. An employee shall be granted causal leave by 15 working days within an order. So these are some of the things you can actually read and get.